He fought legends, Klitschko, Usyk, Ruiz, Ngannou.
Biggest shot I have seen live.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared.
Train with Oleksandr Usyk's team. So I don't know if that means Oleksandr Usyk per se, but Oleksandr Usyk's team. I have no issues with that at all.
You've got to find the belief in yourself, not in somebody else's system. You know what I mean? It's like Usyk's team might show him bits and bats and stuff. He doesn't box like Usyk. Can they train AJ to be similar to what Usyk's doing? AJ, you've got to pick out the best of what AJ does, and you've got to pick out the worst and improve the worst in it.
Jake Paul's reaction after seeing the leaked clips of Anthony Joshua training with Oleksandr Usyk says everything. His jaw literally drops, his eyes go wide, and he lets out this awkward, nervous laugh, like he's suddenly realizing what he's really up against. For a moment, that usual confidence disappears, and you can almost watch him calculating the size of the mountain he has to climb. Even Jake can't pretend this isn't serious anymore.
So powerful, so skillful, relentless pressure. He's from Arizona.
You can tell Jake is battling the truth in his own head. He openly admits he's scared and fully aware this fight might break him, maybe even knock him down hard. But he keeps insisting he won't let fear control him. It's a tug-of-war between his ego and the reality of what's coming. Jake knows the stakes, and you can see it written all over him. He's figuring out just how dangerous this really is.
Because he's underestimating me, I think everyone else is underestimating me, and I believe that I hit harder. I know it's going to be tough. I know I'm going to have to fight through adversity. I know I might even go to the canvas. I'm scared, don't get me wrong, but it's not about the fear stopping me. It's about going into it even though I am scared, and that's...
The footage of Anthony Joshua training is flat out terrifying. Every jab, every combo, every tiny movement is laser sharp and explosive. When you watch it, it's obvious why Jake's confidence takes a hit. Joshua's discipline and intensity show the massive difference between an elite champion preparing for war and someone still trying to prove they belong at this level. Duke McKenzie highlights a huge point. Joshua training with Usyk's camp completely elevates his game. The mix of strategy, skill, and elite preparation means Jake Paul isn't just fighting AJ, he's fighting a version of Joshua sharpened by one of the smartest teams in boxing. And with that, Jake's already small chances take an even bigger dip.
Is Joshua training with the Usyk camp now?
Yeah, he's training with the Usyk camp.
If he's training with the Usyk camp and there's a marked improvement on his performance, he could quite easily clean up again.
Listen,
Usyk doesn't sugarcoat anything. He dismisses Jake Paul as a serious opponent and basically calls him out for even thinking he belongs in the ring with Joshua. He makes the gap in professionalism and skill crystal clear. For Jake, it's a brutal reminder that he's entering a world where Olympic-level experience, speed, and precision, not social media hype, decide who survives.
Was with him bad and good.
Billy Nelson speaks plainly. For Jake Paul, this matchup is all about the payday. The truth is harsh. Against someone like Joshua, Jake faces the real possibility of being completely overpowered. Pulverized isn't an exaggeration, it's a warning. This is what happens when an influencer steps into the ring with a seasoned heavyweight who hits like a truck. Jake's bravado might not even last a couple of rounds.
It's just money in it, it's just for money. Because he'll get absolutely pulverised by Big Joshua. Pulverised.
Derek Chisora acknowledges that Jake Paul can be dangerous if underestimated, but he's also crystal clear. Joshua has every tool needed to dominate. Chisora's advice is straightforward: control the fight early and finish it cleanly. From Jake's perspective, that's a nightmare scenario. One mistake, one slip, and all that bold talk could turn into a harsh reality check.
But I will say this to AJ: don't let that guy knock you out, because that will be fucking nightmares forever. But one or two, put it this way, AJ has to kill him in 3.
Duke McKenzie doesn't hold back. He breaks it down as a clash between two completely different worlds. On one side, you have Anthony Joshua, disciplined, experienced, finely tuned. On the other, Jake Paul, confident, famous, but still lacking true professional depth. Being easy to hit isn't just criticism, it's a serious warning about timing, awareness, and vulnerability. Every feint, every jab from Joshua could expose Jake. Analysts see this as a fundamental mismatch, real preparation versus showmanship. The fight may look entertaining on paper, but the reality is unforgiving. Jake will have to survive a minefield of elite-level skill.
I don't think Anthony Joshua would take Jake Paul lightly, any way, shape or form, and it'd be so easy to hit. You're talking about a trained athlete against it.
Spencer Oliver focuses on Joshua's mentality, his pride, professionalism, and relentless competitive drive. For Jake Paul, this is intimidating. He's not just facing a highly skilled fighter, he's facing someone defending his legacy and reputation. Oliver predicts Joshua will come in aggressively, forcing Jake to handle non-stop pressure, pinpoint shots, and a tactical masterclass. Every move Jake makes will be judged instantly. This isn't just about throwing punches, it's about surviving a champion who knows exactly how to break opponents down.
Sailing very close to the win, picking Anthony Joshua, because I know Joshua and I know him well, and he's a proud guy, and he will not want to lose any respect from this, and he knows that he's got to get this job done. So expect to see an aggressive Anthony Joshua, which is only bad for Jake Paul.
Anthony Joshua doesn't hide his thoughts about Jake Paul's attitude or his legitimacy in the ring. His comments go deeper than technique, they target Jake's character. Joshua sees Jake's confidence as more toxic than motivating, dismissing him as someone powered by hype rather than real skill. For fans and analysts, this says a lot. Joshua isn't treating this as a joke, he sees it as a chance to make a statement. Overconfidence and theatrics won't save Jake here. Joshua frames this as a lesson in respect and professionalism, a reminder of the gap between them.
I feel like he's toxic. I feel like you can put any top heavyweight in the world up here, and he'll probably say the same thing about them all. So it's just him as a person, and then he needs a beat down, needs help.
Eddie Hearn paints the entire situation with intense clarity. He describes the stakes, the pressure, and Joshua's ruthless mindset. Jake Paul isn't just walking into punches, he's walking into a champion who doesn't forgive mistakes. Every nervous glance from Jake shows he understands the scale of the danger. Hearn warns that AJ will enter the fight locked in, aggressive, and unwilling to leave any openings. This isn't entertainment for him, it's high-risk combat. Analysts agree Jake will have to face overwhelming speed, power, and strategy from a man determined to finish the job.
You could hear the gulp, you know, when he looked up. But listen, I think he knows what he's in for. It's a very dangerous night's work. And AJ will be, you know, people say, oh, will he take it easy? AJ will be AJ. He don't mess around, he don't play with his food. He'll be going in there looking to take him out.
Tony Bellew captures how bold Jake Paul truly is for stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua. This isn't some exhibition or TikTok boxing event, it's a real, high-stakes fight with real consequences. Bellew stresses that Jake isn't fighting a beginner, he's facing a seasoned, Olympic-level heavyweight. Every second matters, every punch matters, and the margin for error is zero. This matchup is a collision between hype and pure reality. The money might be tempting, but the risk is enormous. To analysts, the fight looks dangerously one-sided, and if Jake isn't fully prepared, he could learn a very painful lesson.
Money talks, as they say.
Money talks and bullshit walks, we all know that phrase, we've all seen it, but this is another level. This is a really dangerous. He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Roy Jones Jr. offers a different angle, noting something interesting about Jake's preparation. Despite the massive challenge ahead, Jake seems focused and calm in training, a consistency Roy considers extremely important. That mental steadiness can sometimes keep a fighter from falling apart under pressure. But experts also point out that no level of composure can erase the massive experience gap between a social media star and a world-class heavyweight. Still, this disciplined energy could help Jake stay composed early on, though it will face the ultimate test once Joshua's power and technique start coming at him.
Through the motion, he's serious about it, you know, so I liked it. Yeah, like his energy was like very calming throughout the week.
Yes, it was.
Johnny Nelson doesn't sugarcoat anything. He says Jake Paul is walking into one of the most dangerous fights of his life. Joshua isn't here to play around, he finishes fights, and Nelson makes that brutally clear. Jake's charisma and showmanship might win the crowd, but they won't block punches. The stakes are massive, both financially and physically, which explains why Jake still accepts the risk. But big money never guarantees safety. Underestimating Joshua could end horribly. Nelson reinforces the reality, this fight is about survival, not entertainment, and Joshua's strength and experience multiply the danger tenfold.
Because Jake Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock the F out.
Tyson Fury throws the conversation in a different direction with his unexpected take. He believes Jake Paul might actually have more potential than people assume. Fury points out Jake's growth, confidence, and newly built heavyweight frame as possible factors that could cause trouble. While most people see Jake as an underdog with no shot, Fury suggests his size, power, and unpredictable style could create surprises if Joshua doesn't respect the danger. Analysts are split, some call it nonsense, others think Fury has a point. His perspective is a reminder that boxing isn't always predictable. Sometimes timing, momentum, or pure guts change everything, even for an underdog.
Don't know about tune-up. I think Jake Paul knocks him out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Why so? What impresses you about Jake Paul?
I just think Jake Paul would knock AJ out. I think AJ's a spent force, and I think Jake Paul's on the rise. And I like his new heavyweight.
The stakes have never been higher. Jake Paul stepping into the ring with Anthony Joshua isn't just a viral moment, it's a test of courage, skill, and survival. From leaked training clips to expert breakdowns, the world is divided. Some believe Jake's unconventional power gives him a chance, while others think Joshua will deliver a harsh reality check. Joshua's experience, precision, and aggression leave almost no room for mistakes. Jake's focus and preparation show he's taking this seriously, but every punch, every movement, every decision will determine his fate. Fans and analysts are waiting to see whether this becomes a shocking upset or a brutal showcase of elite talent. So now it's your call, who walks out victorious? Jake Paul proving everyone wrong, or Anthony Joshua reminding the world why he's a heavyweight force? Drop your predictions in the comments, smash that like button if you're hyped, and don't forget to subscribe for all the reactions, breakdowns, and updates as fight night gets closer. The countdown has officially begun.